Alright guys, we're making the killer color. I just put a couple drops of blue in the cup. Yeah, I started without y'all guys because it's cold in my shop and I got to move pretty fast, and I jerked it out of the microwave, put 3 drops of color in it and went, oops, I didn't cut the camera on. But anyway, I've done it before, haven't I? It's because I'm in a hurry. When it's in warm weather, you don't have to worry about it, but in cold weather, you got to worry about your molds cooling off, the plastics cooling off faster. Right? Now I put a little bit of blue highlight powder in it. Now, being blue boy, it means it gets a lot of glitter. There's 015 silver and right here 008 silver. The small flake, the smaller it is, the further it goes. You don't need as much of it, guys. I'm gonna tell you that. That's what you got to watch. Blue 015. This is what makes it blue boy. It's got a lot of blue in it. This is 035. This is bigger stuff. This is stuff like you'd use on bass baits mostly. But I use that because I want a lot of blue to the look of it. The plastic itself is going to be a see-through blue, translucent, and then the flake is what makes it. All right, this is black. I put just a little bit of black in it to give it some texture. I think the black and the color gives it more body. It makes it a touch darker. Now you can change the colors with flake. Y'all heard me say that. When you put the glitter in it, it changes a lot. I was watching somebody the other day making some baits, and he said, "Man, the glitter can change it." Yes, the glitter can change it. You can use clear and just use glittered and make a bait out of it with just glitter. You put enough of it in there. Something on my lens, plastic. She ain't hot enough. I'll have to take it back up now. It's gonna have to go back up a good bit. I just wanted to see where it was at. It's down to 280 already, guys. When I pulled out of the microwave, she's over 350. That's how fast it's dropping. Now this is going to be the pearl side. On the pearl, this is the pearl belly. On the pearl side, I'm going to use white, and I already know what I got to have is 5 drops. I've been making, y'all probably see the cup back here. I've been making this color all morning. This is the 4th or 5th cup I've made of it, so I've made about 10 cups of this already today. And I do a cup at a time because it's easier for me to mix a cup at a time and keep up with my recipe, because my recipe is a cup at a time. If that makes sense to you. White powder right here, pearl white. When I make it, I make a cup. So that's how I write the recipe down. I write the recipe down. I just need to touch more of that. I write the recipe down as a cup. How many drops per cup? Now I could double it and make 2 cups at a time, but it cooks faster in a cup. It reheats easy. Once I shoot one time, it reheats faster in a single cup. So I just stay to a cup, guys. I can shoot these molds about that setup right there twice maybe in a cup. So all right, this is the holographic glitter. That's what I use in the silver bullet. I need 3/4 cup, 3/4 of that 1/4 spoon. That's a 1/4 teaspoon, and I use 3/4 of that. All right, and y'all notice I stopped. I wipe it out with a rag, so I won't get this glitter and something else. Now the holographic glitter changes colors. They change to gold and silver. You'll see a rich when it looks red in here and a green. That's why I put it in a silver bullet. It works great, and it's also in a color called snowflake. So this is really close to snowflake, but snowflake has black in it. All right, now here's what I got to do now. Here's what I got to do now. I spilled some stuff on the table. I'm gonna run this back up, and I've got to get these to 325. I got to get them above it. Then I got to get them back down to around 325, 330 before I can shoot them. All right, guys, we're gonna shoot these. All right, put my blending block on. It goes on pretty tight. Here we go. We got a left and a right side. I got them marked on the molds. One thing about shooting 2 colors at a time, it doesn't take much to fill it. I messed that one up just now, I think. She's setting up on me. She moved on me. She's setting up on me and I got rough on it and that didn't work. Alright. This, that's why you put gloves on. I got a little bit on that finger, didn't I? She didn't set up on the, nope, it didn't set up good on this last one on me. She's got some stuff around it, so it didn't seal it off. That's why she squirted out on me. That happens when you try to do this many molds at a time sometimes. Sometimes that last one can give you a headache. But you go for all you can go for every time, right? Okay, folks. Let's just open a few of these. This is the 1.5" Minna. Bam. There you go. I got a cookie sheet behind me. I lay them on to cool and then I separate them, take them apart. Okay. Crappie candy. They eat it up, guys. No problem catching a crappie on that little bit. If you haven't used a little bit yet on size 8 jig hook, yeah, you're messing out. Tweety bird takes a size 6. Isn't that pretty? It's got a split tail. Got 2 little tails. Alright. Tweety bird. Good bait, guys. So again, people ask me all the time, which one's my favorite? That's not fair. I've caught fish on all of them. Every bait you see, every color you see, I've caught fish on them. The best color for me, I'll give you a hint. It's what I'm catching fish on that day for that watercolor and that day. If it's cloudy, you're not going to beat something a little brighter. Maybe something got chartreuse in it. If the water's nasty, you can't see down 2 foot, you get a little bright. If you can't see down a foot, you got to get brighter. Then you want OJ, plum. You got to match your color, guys, to what you're doing. So there is no best color. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to match your color for what you're doing. This is the Tadpole Junior. It's 1.5 inches. Okay. Looks good, doesn't it? Alright. I've been showing y'all these already. People are already making comments. They're waiting for them. I'm working on it. As you can see, I'm working on it. 1.5" stinger. I call it the Junior too. This is a Stinger Junior. The big stinger's 2 inches. This is 1.5 inches. Yep. Pretty, isn't it? Alright. Crappie candy, ain't it? This color, I call it killer because I had no trouble catching fish on it. Now, you can see the difference. This is the full-size stinger. Now, you see the different size of it. Alright. Let me pull one back up here. Let me pull one off here. Get both of them up here. Alright. Yeah, y'all can see the difference in size. It's a good size. In fact, if they made an 1.75 inches, I'd probably buy that mold too. Alright, and I haven't got to fish with the 1.5 inches a lot yet. I've caught a few fish on it. I've been busy. Then it got cold. Right now it's supposed to be rain tomorrow, turning to snow. 26 here Friday. High of 26. In the teens at night for the next 3 or 4 days. So I won't be able to fish the next couple days either. Fluke. This is a 2.5 inch fluke. Or, excuse me. It's 2.25 inches. It's got a segmented here. It's got a break in the body. Alright. Now, it's the same body shape as the little bit. Right? It's just bigger. Little bit's 1.5 inches. This is 2.25. Alright, guys. Appreciate you. Put your numbers down between 1 and 300. We're still doing that. Alright. For these videos. The phone will date them and the page will date them. If somebody puts the same number down, that happens once in a while. Look ahead and see what number people put down. Some of y'all guys leave the same number every week. I noticed that. That's why I went to a random draw. So instead of me giving the number, I used just to write the numbers down. But here's what I was doing, guys, and the reason I stopped it. I was doing ahead of time. When I make this video like right now, I'd go in the house, and here's what I'd say to my wife. Give me a number between 1 and 300. And she'd go, oh, so-and-so. I'd write it down. So that way, I did pick the number, because I see all y'all's numbers. That's how I was doing it. But anyway, some of y'all suggested that I filmed it, so I do that. And today is Wednesday, so 5 o'clock this evening I'll film it. I'll do the draw and I'll film it. I got to edit that Wednesday night, then I got to load it to YouTube during the night. Like I said, we got to turn everything off in the house to do it. We're trying to get faster internet. They're supposed to be putting it in our area. They said they'll have it here by April, so we'll see. Yeah, and it's $150 more a month for the faster internet. Yes. So I signed up. We had to sign up for it on a contract for 2 years to get it, even to get it, guys. So I done that. So if we get that, I'll be able to do a live on Wednesday night. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all, guys. Leave your number. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We're growing slowly. So yeah, tell your friends about it. If you haven't subscribed, please be subscribed if you're gonna leave a number. It's only fair, right? And the only rules I have: two guesses per household, and you can't go over the number. If the number is 150 and you put 151, you're not going to win. Who put 130 will win. Got to have a way to separate that, because somebody could be on each side of the number, right? Then we'd have an argument. No, we're not going to do that. If you go over the number, you just automatically get knocked out. All right, that's been working. We've been doing that since day one, and we haven't had a problem. Appreciate y'all, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, guys, I think I finally got a fish. I'm gonna tell you, it's been tough last couple weeks. You can see the water, how nasty it is. I think it's gonna be a decent one. Get my net out of here. Just holding on. Just holding on, letting it kick around. Now, guys, I've been out here a little while. You can see the water's dirty. Fishing's tough. The water's just starting to warm up. We had a warm day yesterday, but the wind blew hard all day. That was a nice fish, guys. Bam. Bam. All right, guys. I'll show you what I'm using. I've got one of the new colors. I can get it out of his mouth. Come on, big boy. Oh, I hate that, guys. Sometimes my videos would be a lot shorter if I could get the bait out of the mouth. All right. Y'all want to measure him? Let me get my board wet here. I got so much junk in my boat. Gotta have it, though, don't I? I got a couple different color baits rigged up, guys. All right. He's 13 inches. All right, it's a nice fish. Bam. All right, let me make sure y'all recording. When I move that camera down, guys, I'm checking it, because you know how many times I get home and I don't have anything. 13 inches, all right. This is a Fluke, all right, and it's in the killer color. I cut a little bit of the head off, guys, maybe just a 16th. You know how the Fluke is kind of pointed? I cut that point off so it fits my jig better, all right? Doesn't that fit better on the jig there? This is a 1/32 ounce with the collar cut off. Now, this is not one of my jigs. This is a 1/32. You see I cut the collar off? It's lighter than that, so it's probably a 1/48. Why did I want that much? That fish was only 6 foot deep. Here's the problem I'm having, guys. These fish are they're not active at all. The water's 44. It was 39 a couple days ago. The water's slowly warming, but it's, like I said, I tried to fish yesterday. It was so windy, I got tired of fighting and I went in. And here's what I'm finding. If I got a heavier weight and I come by them, I got to move it faster, they won't even pay attention to it. I've got to almost stop that bait in front of them to where it's hesitating. So you can't have much weight. But I'm seeing a lot of fish. Well, no, I'm lying. I'm seeing some fish. I'm seeing a lot. I've probably casted 6 different fish this morning. I'm not seeing anything on the bottom. I'll show you. Their fish are scattered. See, there's no fish here. That's just the bottom. All right, but it's going out here. This is what I was telling y'all. If y'all put it on automatic, I've been talking about the live scope some on the winners videos. If you put it on automatic, this up here, it'll do this while you're fishing. Can y'all see the numbers moving here? Yeah, you're fishing along and it's doing that, and it's doing this. It'll be doing that like that at the bottom. That's why I don't use that on automatic. See, this is how you want to keep your bottom right. And there's a couple fish right there. There's a fish right there. I'm not getting the ones on the bottom to react at all. I'm trying. So they could be white perch. They could be crappie. When you're on the bottom like that, it's hard to tell. I'm guessing some of them are crappie, because I do catch them off the bottom like that. But there's a couple right here. Now, The fish I caught just now, see this is 15 foot, he was up here about 6 foot. That's the fish I'm targeting. We call it sniping. I'm throwing at the ones on the bottom. I got a heavier jig and a different color. I've been throwing orange, and I got one I made up. I've been throwing orange like this. This is OJ. And I need to clean these. These overshot some. This is Sid. I've been throwing stuff like that, the ones on the bottom. And the fish that are suspended, I'm throwing blue boy, a killer I mean, because I want something really natural in the shallower water. When it's only 4 or 5 foot deep, I want something a little natural. Now when I hold it in the water like this and look at it, the killer color looks pretty decent in that water. And I can see it down to about 10 inches. Now, we talk about color all the time, and you know, I've watched these other YouTubers talking about colors. I even watched one guy's professional. He said color didn't make a difference. Yeah, he said he professional crappie fisherman and guide. He said color didn't make a difference. But I have fished ever since I was a little boy. But I've been fishing on this lake for 21 years, and I can tell you for bass fishing and crappie fishing, there's days when the guy could be in the back of the boat or in the front of the boat, and he's using one color and he's getting bites. He's catching fish. You're going like, what are you using, dude? He said, I'm using a purple lizard with pink polka dots. And you said, well, give me one. Because, you know, I'm using green pumpkin and they're not hitting it. Is he fishing it right? Is he doing something right? Or is it the color? All right, so y'all have to argue that one. But I think color does make a difference depending on the watercolor. If color didn't make a difference, guys, everybody would just use purple or black or blue. I mean, why would we, you know? I think all the different colors on the market sometimes are for the fishermen, okay? Companies keep coming out with new colors. Sometimes it is for the fishermen. But here's what I find out through making baits. I can make colors and come out here with a color that I made up, and I just slay the fish with them. I gave some to a guy here one day sitting right here where I'm at. I was sitting right here catching fish, and he was down there somewhere, but like where that boat is there. And he come over here, and I knew him. He come over here, and he got like right there, and he said, what are you using? I said, I'm using silver bullet, baby. He said, what is a silver bullet? So I gave him some. He bought 6 bags after that. He said he caught 75 crappie the next day with them, the ones I gave him. All right. Why did all of a sudden he started catching fish and he wasn't catching anything? Sometimes you can't tell me that color does not make a difference. I think something new, a new color, something different. How do the fish see it? I don't know. All right, let's see if we can find some more fish. Give me y'all something to think about there. All right, guys. Got another one. I'm just gonna flip him in the boat. He's the small one. Now he came off the bottom, ones I showed you on the bottom. Like I said, I'm seeing scattered fish here, and y'all would think dirty as this water is. I've been throwing orange some. I got one I don't want to show you. I got one I don't want to show you because somebody be going, I want some of those. And it's a tail model. It's what I cut the tail off and put one. I might show y'all later on. But I was just playing around the other day because I got 3 new colors in, pigment colors in, and one of them is neon orange, one of them is neon green, and so I've been playing with those a little bit too. I don't have one laying here. Here's one of the neon green ones, and but this neon green, let me get away from the sun to your back. This neon green, I got sunshine color at the belly. It's dual color. It's green top. It's not quite enough contrast there, is it? But I've got some in the solid neon too that I'm playing with. So I'm thinking about orange and this green. So I'm playing around. Guys, I'm constantly playing with colors. That's how I come up with so many colors. But I got another one back I might show you in a minute. I've been playing with. It's interesting. I sent a picture yesterday to one of the locals. He caught one yesterday over 2 pounds. And I sent him a picture of the new baits, and he said, wow, they ought to work good in dingy water. Well, that's why I've been trying them. That's what I made them for. I knew this water was dirty. This week I've been making baits for 3 days in a row, guys. I made a bunch. So anyway, I play with colors. I might show it to you in a little bit. Let's see if we can find another one. Okay, guys. Found another one. Okay, I'm just holding, letting him run around here. Worst thing you can do is bring him to the boat green. He was out there about 40 feet and about 6 feet deep also. So I'm riding around looking for those guys. Oh, here's a nice one. Come here. I haven't went far. I'm just kicking around in circles. And I've thrown at about 4 or 5 since the last one. And bait fell out of his mouth. No, it's down in there. Came loose though. This is why I kept reeling and just held tight. Isn't that a nice fish? He's about the same size as the other one. I'm gonna loosen y'all here a little bit so y'all can see, make sure y'all recording, guys. All right, that's a nice fish, guys. He's about the same size as the other one. Yeah, he's a pretty fish. All right, buddy. Thanks for the ride. Thank you, Jesus. I tell you, guys, it's we've had a tough winter. Y'all have heard me say this a couple times, but the videos y'all been watching, the porta catches I made in November and December. Here on this lake, October through December can be good. You just got to find them, but you find schools of fish. And January can be tough. Same bait. Now I've got a heavier one rigged up here with a blue head on it. It's a 1/16. That's what I'm throwing at them on the bottom. When I see them deep, I just switch back and forth. Same bait on it. Fluke killer. The Fluke is a good slender bait. That's why I'm using it. Somebody's going to know why did I pick the Fluke today? The fish are very spooky. Some of them, when the bait comes past them, they're running. I mean, they just go running. They swim, right? But they move off. I call it running off, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying? They take off. I mean, the bait comes past, and they're like, and I seen a school haul, like with 30 in it. I threw into them. It looked like I threw a hand grenade in the bunch. Ram! They all scattered. Why are they so spooky? Once I've noticed in this lake, when the water's stained, they always are spooky. Also, they just came out of deep water. They've been running the bottom. When they first come off that bottom like that, they seem to be spooky. We have loons here. I think it's called cormorants. And I seen some yesterday. So when you make a lot of noise, I think they think maybe it's those birds, you know? When you're being attacked from above, you're going to be scared of noise from above, right? So y'all leave in a comment what y'all think about colors. I mentioned colors. Like I said, I watch YouTube when I get a chance, guys. I've been bagging baits almost every night. Bagged last night. Actually, I bagged this color last night because I got low on them already. So I had to make some more this week. The killer color's selling really good. So I bag a lot at night and things like that. So here you go, right there. See that fish there at 35 feet? He's 8 foot deep. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna sit there drifting around talking to y'all. All right. Now, guys, this is what I was talking about a jigging rod. I don't use a jigging rod much. I cast to him. Okay. Now, like I said, if I get too close to him, he's gonna get out of the way. He's not gonna let me get close to him. I see guys doing that on other lakes, and you might be able to do that on your lake. I said this in the video tonight. You might be able to do stuff on your lake I can't do here. But on this lake, the closer you get to him, less chance you got to catch him. Okay. And that's what there you go. Live action. Bam. That's what I can tell you right there. So I was 35 feet from him, and I'd lost my bait. I seen it flicker one time close to him, so I just kept reeling slow. I knew it was in his area. All right. You can learn out the live scope too. You always don't have a great picture. Your picture's good sometimes, and you got a dead spot. I heard Chris sleep at the reel talking about that the other night. He was showing a dead spot with a tree. I've got one too. Mine's at 20 feet. That's another reason I like to keep the fish at 35, 40 feet. My dead spot's from like 18 to 22 foot. A tree will disappear right there. And I think everybody has one. We call it a ghost tree, but it's a dead spot. And Garmin has always had it. Everybody I know that has Garmin, if you don't have a dead spot in your unit, you will sooner or later probably. He's about the same size. Look here. What that is? Like he lost a fin there. Yeah, broke off. Maybe when he was a youngster, or who knows. All right, guys. Making sure y'all recording. I'm really tickled, I tell you. Like I said yesterday, I went, guys, I struggled. All right, guys, I threw at this one with the heavier jig, the 1/16, 3 times. He was like 12 foot deep. He would not pay this to it. Because I got to move it faster now. I went back to this 1/48. Took it a while to get down there. Y'all seen that last time. It takes a little bit to get down there. But when I got down there, I could reel it slower. And when it got close to him, like maybe 3 to 4 feet from him, he come running for it and grabbed it. Same color jig body, different color head. Now it could be the orange head. We're back to color again. So the blue head, or it was at the speed of the fall, and I could reel it slower. The speed I can move the bait. I do believe that body shape
and the speed that you move the bait makes a huge difference. I'm a believer in using the least amount of weight you can get by with. I see these guys use a lot of weight sometimes, and they say if you're vertical jigging, it doesn't matter. But if you're casting on a rod, it makes a difference. Now, he's not as big as the have been out there. He's decent though. He's probably 11 and a half. Well, I don't look like he's quite as, well, I would say he don't feel like he's quite as big, but he might be. I said I caught a bass. Y'all probably ain't gonna see that. Yeah, he's not a decent one. He's not a decent one. Gosh, I'm good today. He's a decent one. You ever laugh at yourself? Gosh, he's probably 10 inches. All right, guys, I got another one. There was two. They were deeper now. They were like 12 foot. I threw the heavier head at them, and like the same thing, they followed me a little ways and gave up on it. I think it's because of the speed of it. I threw this lighter head back, and as soon as I got down there close to him, brought it close to him, and this one raised up after it. I'm just taking my time, keeping my line tight. Worst thing you can do to a decent sized crappie if you just got light line 4-pound test, and you're by yourself, nobody to net him, is bring him to the boat and let him flop, carry on with the boat and get off. Oh, he's a decent one too. I figured he was a nice one. Bam! I figured that. Oh yeah. This is why I was just taking my time, guys. Woo! What y'all think? Huh? Isn't that a nice one? Bam! I still want to see how long he is. Let's get this old bait out of his mouth right here. Hooked good too, right in that hard part. Alright. Thank you, Jesus. I tell you what, now I've had a good morning, guys. I haven't caught a bunch of fish, but I've caught some nice ones. I did catch a baby. I don't know if I'm going to show y'all not. I think it's the smallest crappie I've ever caught. Seriously. He was about 4 inches long. Oh, yeah. Look here. He's right at 14 inches. That's a nice crappie. Thank you, Jesus. I'll tell you what. Jesse said he caught a 2-pounder yesterday. Said he had a decent day. Anytime you catch a 2-pounder, guys, you've had a great day. Because 2-pounders are hard to come by. For me, anyway. I know my buddy up on Kerr Lake, he sent me a picture yesterday when he caught was 211. Yeah. He's the one I told y'all. I think he caught 40-some over 2 pounds last year, guys. But he gets out there and he gets after him, guys. He fishes. That's his trick. You know, you're not going to catch him watching TV. He gets out there and goes. He fishes every decent day. He's out there this time of year fishing. All right, let's see if I can find another one. I might switch on y'all, guys. Oh, did I mention something? I'm going to mention it right now. This is a porta catch, and it's going to be loaded tomorrow. Because I told y'all last Wednesday I was out of porta catches. So, you know what? I got 4 or 5. I think I'm going to switch bait, guys. I think I'm going to end it right here. I'm see if I can make another porta catch. Maybe we might put the Tweety bird or something else on. This color's working good. I might have switched another body. That's why when y'all was seeing the silver bullet ones, that's why you've seen so many in a row. I was fishing with it. They were hitting it. It's still one of the best colors on this lake when the water's clear. And usually we have, I said this other night, our visibility here now is nothing. It's probably 8 inches, 10 inches. Usually it's 2.5 to 4 foot, depends on what part of the lake you're on. Right now, you can go to the other end of the lake. I did yesterday. I rode around. I went to the other end of the lake. The other end of the lake, the visibility right now is about 3 foot. This is always the dirtiest creek on the lake, Poplar Creek is. If you go to the P Hill Creek, the visibility could be 3.5, 4 foot right now. So it's always clearer down there. But you can find clear water on this lake if you're willing to run around in your boat and find it. This lake's over 20 miles long. All right, guys, put your number down 1 to 300. We're still doing that, and good luck to everybody. When I go in today, I'll have to make the pour part. I'll have to make the shooting part of making the baits, okay? Thank y'all, guys. See you Wednesday night.